And guess what? You know what?
What? Chicken butt.
Amazing China's high-speed railway infrastructure. Yeah.
We had a good field day with this last episode. Zhang Heqing.
Yes.
A Chinese official.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about his backstory after this little segment.
Okay, first we'll look at this.
So this, of course, is a Chinese official, and he posts propaganda on behalf of China, obviously. Like all Chinese officials on Twitter, that's all they do.
Yes.
And they shouldn't be allowed on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it.
You mean the X with a marble, like
early 2000s GNOME desktop Linux background looking thing. Anyway, here's the thing. He posts this. Let's just take a look at this wonderful thing over here. And, let's make sure the audio is working. But here you go. Yes.
Wait a minute. What was that sound?
I have no idea. That was part of it.
That was just part of it.
It's part of it, yeah.
A horrific whistle train beep.
It sounded like it was just blown out.
Like
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's...
But, I mean, for those of you taking a glance at this, you might think, oh, look, train infrastructure.
Would you though?
Look a little closer at the trains, okay? I mean, it's like... What is this train? This isn't a train.
It gets smaller because it's the wrong perspective. It's a still image, basically, in Photoshop. Yes. And they're animating it across a fake rail, which is probably procedurally generated if you look at it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever it is, it's rubbish.
It's all
fake. Look at this. It reminds me of like old cartoons or something where they try to move something along, you know?
Yeah, it's like cardboard cutout.
It's bad. Anyway,
play it again.
I will. Let's go from the beginning. Remember, this is Chinese propaganda from a Chinese official. Ouch. I mean...
There's some irrape.
Yeah, it's really bad. But these are all fake trains, okay?
Yeah. Those ain't no real trains. That is incredibly bad. That is so embarrassing. Like, imagine you're the second most powerful country in the world, and you have one of your top, like, biggest mouthpieces on social media.
Yeah.
Go out there, and this is what you show about China's rail infrastructure. And now I'm supposed to invest in China.
Yeah, because he's showing this is China's amazing railway.
Dear Zhang Heqing, which for some reason who follows me on Twitter or X, number one, unfollow me. Number two, you've just lost probably millions of dollars, potentially billions of dollars in investment in China because you shared this fake video. Now everyone sees this and goes, oh, wait, everything in China is not real.
Yes.
You know? I
mean, come on, it's not that hard to film trains going past. You know, you don't need this cardboard cutout shit, whatever this is.
So bad.
It's really bad.
But it's so fun, though, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, look.
That's not fake.
No, that's not fake. And the thing is, we're talking about infrastructure here. This is just outside of Shanghai. Okay, look at this raised highway, how it's coming apart.
They're going to have to raise the dead after that one.
So this week, last show, we showed this like fake AI stuff that the same guy, Zhang Heqing, was showing, right?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't stop. He doubled down with another beautiful fake Xinjiang landscape. Yeah, sure.
I said something like, it looks like Jello Switzerland. And so... When I was posting about this, I was still like a little bit mad that after we pointed this out and hundreds of thousands of people had seen that he faked this image.
Yeah.
And used it to deflect away from the genocide that's currently going on by the CCP's hand in Xinjiang.
Yes.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to show that there's no genocide in Xinjiang because it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, that's the idea.
Hey, dude, like lots of Germany's incredibly beautiful.
Yeah, that's great.
It doesn't stop the fact that there were concentration
camps. Oh, yeah, because during the
camps.
Holocaust, it was in black and white and it was raining all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly,
It's like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, these images are fake, right?
They're fake.
Completely fake. They're not even based on anything.
No, they're just made up. You know, like when you play a flight simulator and you get close to the ground?
Yeah, that's like
this
that.
is. Yeah.
That's very specific, but very true.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was getting mad because I'm like laughing at this as I'm reposting it on Threads or whatever, and I look I'm looking at the response, and I'm like, people are like confused. They're like, wow, that's definitely not Xinjiang, but is it real? And I'm like, no, this is AI. This is completely fake.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting mad because like, who do they think they're fooling?
Yeah.
Who's believing this?
I don't know, but this is like proper propaganda from China. This is actually propaganda. It's being put out there by, you know, officials.
Yeah, it's not like a personal post.
No, it's ridiculous. Like this is, you can tell anyone who knows anything about computer-generated stuff. You look closely at this, you can tell. And anyone who doesn't know about computer-generated stuff will look at this and say, this is just fake or an artist representation,
like or something.
Yeah, because I mean, look at those flowers in the foreground, for instance. You know, these ones down here.
Yeah,
it's just pathetic that anyone would believe this was real. But he's putting it out there as if this is Xinjiang. This place doesn't exist anywhere in the world, and never mind Xinjiang.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is who he is.
Yeah.
He's the Chinese embassy official in Pakistan.
Yeah.
And he has faced backlash for his hijab off tweet.
Yes.
So
he came out of my radar when he followed me, and I said I was looking at my new followers on Twitter a couple years ago, and I'm like, why is the CCP official following me?
Yeah.
So then I dig into him, and this is how it works. It's kind of a weird niche thing. I guess you would never say he's like part of a massive entourage of a Beijing official. Like you wouldn't see him in some massive meeting like walking around with Xi Jinping, right?
No.
However, he is a government official, and he doesn't need to carry around the title of government official because he works in the cultural liaison office of Pakistan's relationship with China.
Yeah, he's still a government official.
No, yes, he is. But he gets to kind of shed a little bit of that because it's always about cultural communication. And China does that a lot.
Well, I mean, you could call this cultural communication of some kind, whatever he is. But he's always doing Xinjiang propaganda, like what do you call that? Like genocide denial
He also
propaganda?
does anti-Muslim propaganda, which is weird because he's in Pakistan.
Yeah, but I mean, like, this was the tweet that got him a little bit of trouble previously. At least people were like, what are you doing, dude? It's like, off your hijab, let me see your eyes.
Bro got drunk and horny.
Yeah, I mean...
and he started tweeting that.
I gotta ask you, are eyes hidden under a hijab?
Yeah, there's a couple things wrong with this. Number one, it's super culturally insensitive.
Yeah.
You're an ambassador to Pakistan, where the majority of people are Muslim.
Yeah, so you probably shouldn't be saying off your hijab.
You're posting inappropriate videos from Pakistan on a website that's blocked by China, even though you're a Chinese official.
Yeah. Of a Uyghur dancing Muslim.
Of a Uyghur dancing Muslim. Of a Uyghur dancing Muslim. Let's be honest, probably a Han Chinese woman.
She looks
hard to tell
Han Chinese, yeah.
And then he says, off your hijab. So let's remove that. Let's strip your hijab off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he goes all in, right? Yeah. These are 3 missteps here, right?
Yeah.
And let me see your eyes, which is empirically wrong, as you say.
You can see people's eyes when they're wearing a hijab.
That's the point!
Yeah, that's all you can see. You know,
anyway.
You do get those weird, like, ones that have got, like, a mesh.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Maybe he's talking about the mesh.
Maybe he's going for the mesh
hijabs.
ones,
Either way, what a weirdo, okay? But he represents the Chinese government. This is the kind of thing that he puts out there all the time. The way we treat our friends and the way we treat our enemies. You know, this is part of that whole wolf warrior thing.
Yeah. He is a wolf warrior. And, you know, even though his position is relatively low in the CCP in terms of, like, the structure, he's very high up in a way because he's been, even though his position is low, he's been selected as being a huge mouthpiece. He's one of the biggest social media posters for the Chinese government.
Correct.
He is the genesis and the aggregate of much of China's propaganda.
Yeah. So it's really weird to see him post this fake stuff all the time. And he didn't stop, okay?
He just won't stop.
This is like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, I better throw this in. He's like another one. Yili, Xinjiang, China. It doesn't look like that. That's fake. There's no such place. I mean, there's such a place, but there's no such place as this picture. And if you look closely, you can see these flowers are just copy and paste textures.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's like, what is this fantasy world this guy's living in? You know?
Oh my gosh. And it's funny, he gets called out by all these people. He said big names like us, and Jordan called him out.
Yeah.
He said huge names that are bigger than him in this world.
He wants that, obviously. He wants the engagement. But I'll tell you what, I could go out there and tell you this is Birmingham.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, look, beautiful Birmingham.
Yeah.
Of course it doesn't look anything like this.
It's actually what I had for dinner last night.
What, this?
Yeah. That's actually my plate of dinner.
Oh, that's
the same thing. It's not real.
Yeah, it's not real. It's rubbish. It's making this crap up. What a weirdo.
This man is very curious, and he's on a subway, and it's hard to sit through.
It's just cringe. Yeah. It's cringe. It's not horrible. It's just cringe.
You want him to like stop though. Maybe a quick peek. You want him to stop though.
You asked for it. You get it.
I love that there's an open seat next to him.
Oh, there's 2 open seats next to him. So he's like
leaned in.
Look at how deliberate
he moved in.
And he's like, looking. This guy is so annoying, dude.
What a hamju-sao.
Yeah, exactly.
Chinese Benjamin butt. He really does look like he's growing backwards.
Yeah.
Micro croc. He's a I said croc.
When I take a breath, you fill up my life.